Hey everyone! In this video, I'm going to be discussing the background attachment property in CSS. It may not be as well known as some of the other CSS properties, but it is still an important one to know. When we talk about the background of a web page, we usually think of the background color or the background image. But did you know that there's a property that controls how the background image behaves when you scroll? That property is the background attachment property. The background attachment property determines whether a background image is fixed or scrolls with the content. When it's set to fixed, the background image stays in place while the content scrolls over it. When it's set to scroll, the background image scrolls with the content. The default value for background attachment is scroll, which means that the background image will scroll with the content. If you want the background image to be fixed, you need to set the value to fixed. Let's see this in action. Following along from the previous videos, you should already have the index.html file set up to point to an external CSS file. You should also have an image folder with two images in it, a big game image and a small game image. If you do not already have this set up, pause the video and take a moment to do so. I've also included links in the description where you can find the code and images to get you started. So open Live Server if you don't already have it open. Let's download one more image from GitHub and place it in our images folder. This is the another game image. Close it. I've included the link to this image in the description as well. Next, in the index.html file, let's add a few elements to the body. First, an h1 tag, background attachment, then a div. Give this an ID of big game image, and a paragraph, big game image, then another div. Give this an ID of another game image, paragraph, say another game image, and another div. Give this an ID of I'm actually going to change this to class because IDs are supposed to be unique. So paragraph, I'm going to say big game image. Then over in the styles.css file, let's add some basic styling for the divs and then set up the properties for the IDs. So for the div, let's give it a height, 100 view heights. Then color, white, border, 2 pixels, solid yellow. Then for the big game image class, we say background image and point it to the big game image. I'm going to give it a background repeat of no repeat and a background size of cover. And for the another game image ID, I'm going to Give it a background image and point it to another game image. Give it a background repeat of no repeat. Give it a background size of cover. And also give it a background attachment of fixed. Then if you do a little scrolling, you'll notice an effect of the background image. It looks like it's staying in place as you're scrolling down for a little bit of a parallax effect. And there you have it. That's the background attachment property in CSS. It's a small property, but it can make a big difference in the look and feel of your web page. So experiment with it and see what kind of effects you can create. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the description for additional resources. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below.